We are live, everybody. Welcome to the channel, Manny B Investing, MPI. And today, or tonight, we're going to be taking a look at the Paribus blog post from today, 1/19/2022. We're just after midnight here in Central Time. So we're going to tag it 2022. So first off, I want to take a look at the Paribus or PBX traders group on Telegram. Definitely check it out. It's a good place to just listen to funny banter, a lot of different characters in there, a lot of people paying attention, tracking price, trading PBX, anything trading. So if you have, any interest in trading PBX, outside of just holding it, I know a lot of people are interested in like have a hold bag and then have a trading bag. If you're interested in doing that, PBX Traders is a great place to just kind of hang out and just learn and see and watch people trade. And if you wanted to get in on that yourself, definitely a great place to learn about what to do, what not to do, etc., etc. Another thing that I'm running into a lot are just the state of business, right? There's a lot of people out there that are making money, making really good investments for their future. And a lot of good people out there. We're building a beautiful and wonderful community of people that are just, really good folks. There are a lot of bad people out there, a lot of hackers, a lot of folks, a lot of people that want to steal from you. And I personally am always about security, but I know it's hard. It's difficult for a lot of people, especially if you're new to this space, to understand what the risks are, understanding what those schemes and scams are. It's tough. So I've just been seeing a lot of people, asking me questions or just interacting with accounts that just, to me and you, maybe if you're experienced, might just really just seem extremely shady. But these newer folks, these retail investors, they might not have that knowledge and that experience. So that's what I wanted to kind of just highlight. I might actually do some content on that. Just be careful, especially when you're on Telegram. Anybody reaching out to you, just instantly be skeptical. Be skeptical. Anybody trying to do screen shares with you, anyone asking you for your wallet seed phrase, assume they are a hostile character. Do not trust them. When in doubt, just stop. Don't proceed. You can hit me up on Twitter. You can hit me up, message me in any of my videos. I get a notification. I'll respond as soon as possible. If you have any questions, if you think something's fishy, even after the fact, maybe you made a mistake. You slipped up and you gave someone your keys. Just stop immediately. Hit me up. Let me know what's going on, and we can try to backtrack and help you be as secure as possible. So I just wanted to put that message out there. I'm noticing a lot of new people out there that aren't familiar with how wallets work. So, it may feel like, you're doing this, you're alone. You're not. I'm with you. We can help steer you in the right direction. Hey, what's up, Peter K? Hey, didn't catch it. Where is it? Telegram. Yeah, this is the PBX Telegram. If you look in the description of the video, there's a link that'll take you right there. So hit that link, jump in there. Always a good time. You know how it goes. Also, I've got an official ADA wallet, Giro wallet for donations. If you want to donate, anything helps, even if it's one ADA, even if it's a half of an ADA, it's all welcomed. Again, don't feel like you have to. You can make ADA, you can buy ADA, you can lose ADA, you can get it back. One thing you won't be able to get back is time. That is the ultimate currency. I thank you for your time. That's what I am really grateful for. But if you feel it in your heart to donate to the channel, we will definitely put that to use. Definitely put that to use. So thank you if you do hit that donation wallet. Let's go ahead and take a look. Should jump in here on the tweet here. Let's refresh this bad boy and see what people are talking about in the comment section. Oh, all right. We got Eric, we got Blocky Blocks. I see him all the time on Twitter. Thank you, sir, for being a supporter, interacting, watching videos, commenting. Very grateful. Grateful to be a part of this journey. Paribus, looking forward to testing out the MVP on Arbitrum with the end goal of it materializing on Cardano. Cheers on making logical decisions on the current constraints with Cardano and pushing forward with development. Got the beer glasses clinking together. Awesome community we are building here. Very thankful. Stoked to be a part of the PBX community and journey. Looking forward to 2022. Diamonds and rockets, baby. Yes, indeed, a true diamond, a true gem. That's what we like to see. Motivate, and appreciate. Looking forward to that MVP. I am looking forward. Yeah. A lot more interacting with the project. This is cool. I'm digging it. Let's take a look at that article. Thank you. Well said. Time is the ultimate currency. You cannot get that back. And I thank you for spending your time with me. Paribus, MVP, the foundation of our future. Let's take a look. This was dropped 9 hours ago earlier today. I was doing a lot of Giro content, hanging out, checking out the AMAs, learning a lot about the staking. Got some videos on that if you're interested. Just check out the page. Just dropped in, but real scenario, I can see the nice 20x from this point in the upcoming few months. Anything is possible, man. I mean, when you're at a penny, when you're sub a penny, you're at a couple of pennies, man, that multiplier, it's so easy. It is so easy, I'm telling you. Very, very thankful, very lucky to be in Paribus, very lucky to be in it this early. We are all early, but very, very thankful. So let's take a look at this article. It's meaty. Like we learned in the last AMA with the team. I asked the question, hey, you guys seem to have gotten a writer or some kind of person that is into literature. The posts are much more meaty, a lot of emotion in the writing. I can tell. And they did definitely let us know that they have like an intern or something like that, or an assistant. I think Wilson has. Big news. Not really big news, but I just like to cover the blog posts. So I figured, hey, I mean, I like going live. I like hanging out and chatting with you guys. Might as well do it live and see how it works and see how I like the feel of things. I like engaging with the community. And if there is still a need or a want for those like quick videos where I just do the read through, maybe I just cut out, the part where I'm reading, and then, or maybe I just film me reading, doing that standard content if that's what people want. So we'll just see how it works. Only if it boosts the top 100, not being optimistic about top 50. Yeah, that's kind of how I look at things when I do my investing in these gems. I kind of plan like my moonshot in my head is top 100, unrealistic goal, long-term goal, but really top 200. I'm happy top 200. I mean, we're like around 1,000, so you move to 200. That's some pretty big movement. So yeah, I'm with you. X. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, so I'll just call you X. All right, let's take a look here. Got my drink just in case. Need a beverage. There's enough in there to wet the whistle if I get dry. All right. As many of you will have noticed over the past few weeks, we at Paribus have been working hard to expand our reach and engagement with the community. We've given more insight into the team, our origin, future plans, and progress. Whilst this is just the beginning, we've seen a tremendous increase in followers to our social channels and much more community engagement. Continuing this foray into a greater understanding of Paribus, we felt it time to give more detailed explanations about our MVP and how it features in our overall plans for the project. All right. In cryptocurrency sphere, MVPs, or minimum viable product, are hugely important for several reasons, such as establishing a proof of concept, as well as developing network effects and greater market penetration. The pace of the development in the space is much faster than any other area of technology, in part due to the talented developers that work on each project, and also due to the overarching collaborative ethos of crypto's open source nature. So we did a video. Talking about this. Well, we have a comment here. We'll see more than 20x this year as long as the market doesn't crash further. And Sean, a crash to me is just more opportunity. Remember that. All right. So like I was saying, in this paragraph here, we made a video talking about answering questions because we noticed people on the social, just like in this first one, people are more engaging. They're jumping in the replies of Paribus's posts, and someone completely like they responded and they tagged me in it and they said, "What is an MVP?" I went ahead and made a video on what MVP was, dropped that, answered the question. Maybe a day later, we get this article. So people are new. People are wanting to learn. They want to learn about Paribus. They want to know how to get into it. So, being proactive is epic, but honestly, being reactive as a company, talking about a 24-hour turnaround, and they've got to post up a really, really meaty post on some questions that people had been asking. I like it. I'm bullish. As Wilson, our COO, says, the MVP will give our users the first experience of how a Paribus product will work and feel. We know the first impressions count, so we want to make sure that everything is working as intended before launch. As we release our product in stages, we will be able to take feedback and iterate where we see necessary in the later stages. So you think of it as a very like an interactive beta almost. I don't like using the word beta because betas usually mean like early stage bugs, things like that. There will be betas, there'll be alphas, there'll be bugs, there'll be things to be worked out. But the product is to try to give you a feel, pull in people, give you an idea of what Paribus is cooking up in the long term, as well as onboard people and lock value. Ordinarily, you'd expect alpha and beta releases, projects shrouded in mystery, hype, patents, and a drawn-out process over several years. However, several years in crypto is equivalent to decades in other areas of tech development, rather like cat years are to human years. I completely agree. Worked in a tech startup. It's true. It's for all of these reasons that MVPs are so important to projects such as Paribus. We need to get to market so people can engage with the project, and we can then move on to developing each further iteration as we go. This benefit not just ourselves as an individual project, but also the space as a whole. So we're bringing in people, we're locking value, and when Paribus locks value, eventually we will be locking value for Cardano. Cardano gets to talk about the wins for the entire blockchain. And the micro wins are, the success of Paribus is staking, the success of Paribus is MVP. People are using it. It's onboarding people. Maybe they grab an institution. Maybe an institution's kind of hanging around. They're watching the videos. They're checking out the space. They're looking at the community. They're in the AMAs. Maybe they're even watching my videos and learning about the product. And maybe it's something that they can get into. This is not only a win for Paribus, it's a win for small holders. It's a win for whales. It's a win for Charles. It's a win for IOG. When they lock value, they get to claim that as a victory for the blockchain. So I'm all about it. Locking value into this platform, moving it over, and then being able to throw that flag into the ground, victory. Oh, Peter K just dropped a message. It will feel great once my bag is big enough to swim in like Scrooge McDuck's money bin. Oh man, I love DuckTales. Or yeah, this is DuckTales, right? Yeah, I remember that. I remember that video game for Nintendo. That was fun. I might actually go back and grab that. Excuse me. In our recent town hall AMA, Dennis, our CEO, explained, my personal view is that patenting work in a decentralized finance is against the philosophy of a decentralized finance. I understand people put in a lot of work and they want to take ownership of the work they've done. But the intention and the whole point of us and other entrepreneurs that are starting projects in a decentralized finance is to build on top of each other's work. I feel that patenting, it defeats the whole object. I agree. You want to be patents. You want to have a patent war. You want to be Apple and Samsung and Facebook. Like, they're getting ready to patent. There's going to be a patent war on the metaverse. It's coming. Not a maybe. It's a fact. For sure. Patent wars suck. Patent wars benefit corporations. They benefit executives, people that have multiple jets flying around, people that have jets waiting for them in airports where they take a jet to another jet. That's who patents empower. Patents don't help build communities. Patents don't help individuals. Patents don't help you or I. Patents are a waste of time, in my opinion. Patents are control. It's control. It's what Amazon and Apple and Facebook are getting ready to do. They're getting ready to patent war in the metaverse. Who's going to have the patents on the headsets? Who's going to be able to do this? Who's going to be able to do that? If anybody copies or comes closest to or infringes on our patent, we're going to sue you into oblivion. And I think this decentralized world that's being built is going to fix and correct that path and get the greed out. This MVP article came out while I was working and made me nervous. It was the release date. Okay, we'll get through it and we'll see what's up. We'll address those issues if there are any. The unique attributes that make Paribus such a strong contender in the space are not just our ability to leverage NFTs, but also the way in which we value them. We believe our approach will greatly broaden the horizons for investors in the space, especially institutional adoption. And as such, we can't wait to get started with the MVP launch and further developments of Paribus. Due to the fact that PBX has begun life as an ERC20 token on the Ethereum network, we'll be launching the MVP using Arbitrum. Arbitrum is what's known as a layer 2 solution, which means it works on the Ethereum virtual machine or EVM, but manages to avoid the excessive gas fees and long processing times that Ethereum has become renowned for. Arbitrum achieves this by using a methodology known as rollup. Broadly speaking, this batches transactions into a group that can then be processed via a sidechain on Ethereum. As well as reducing the load on the network, it also speeds up transactions and massively reduces the gas fees. Patents promote individuality. Yeah, they do. But so that's what that was my understanding of patents growing up as a child. But then I would say around with the iPhone, the smartphone era, when the iPhone launched, and Apple and Samsung began this tech war in courts all over the world, it really changed what a patent really was. And then you look at the pharmaceutical industry and you look at what they're doing with patents. The patents are almost like they're like weapons. They're like nukes almost. And it's like you get the go ahead from governments to use this nuke. And I know all about this stuff and I know how they're weaponized because I just used to work for a tech startup that was patenting a new idea and a new way of communicating with vehicles. And they're actually right now planning on, they literally have these patents on this technology, and they actually play this game where they hope large corporations start infringing on that patent. And they go, oh, this company's infringing on our patent. Let's sit back and see how far they get. And they will sit there and they know that this company is infringing on their patent, multiple companies sometimes, and they'll let them do it. They'll sit there and watch them. And they'll wait. And when the company finds success and they blow up and they make all this money, they get all these seed investors, they get VCs, they get all this money, they go to market and they start making money. Then they go in and they go, hey, you're infringing on our patent. We're going to court. We want $1 billion in damages. And they destroy these companies that honestly were not stealing, just believe that they had something that was unique and they might have they might have copied, or they might not even be a copy, honestly. A lot of times they can arrive to the same conclusion, but not really understand that somebody also arrived at that conclusion and they copyrighted it or they patented it, and a court agrees with them, and they wait. Sometimes they'll wait like 5 years. They'll let an entire company build, and then they'll sue them into oblivion. And people go, well, that's cool. But the problem is we don't really think of what that does. Like, it destroys people's lives. Say you left a company to go work for this company, and you've got a wife that's stay at home. You got 3 kids, and you're just having this great time. You're working for this company, and you're doing great things, and you're achieving things, and you're just great. Everything is great. And then all of a sudden you get sued. Your company gets sued, and they got to lay everybody off. Now your life is ruined. It sucks. And it's a game, and they knew that they were going to do this, and they just waited. So patents, to me, they are good in a sense, but today they're just used as weapons. So like, I really agree with what the CEO of Paribus is talking about when it comes to building on others' works to create products that make the world a better place. Like Paribus, Paribus comes out. Maybe it changes all of our lives since we're super early investors. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't change your life. Maybe it just gives you the ability to not have to worry about, a massive bill that might be coming up. Maybe it pays for a home. Maybe it buys your next car. That's what I want. That's what I love about early projects. That's what I love about this space. Building on top of building, helping people, giving the individual, the little guy, an opportunity to invest in greatness. Our solution to the contentious issue of gas fees is confirmed by Wilson. Being that our MVP will be on Arbitrum, there will be a substantial difference in the fees that would be paid on Ethereum. Those who are turned off due to the high ETH fees for our staking program will be happy to see this dramatic reduction in fees while using our MVP. Whilst there has been some criticism from certain quarters of the community of our taking this approach, we've received tremendous support from IOG for our roadmap and launching the MVP and transitioning it across to the Cardano native token, CNT. It's a harsh reality of the space at present that to ensure a successful development timescale, our MVP had to be based on an ERC20 token. So, a lot of people were complaining. I actually, in the Telegram, the official Telegram, not the traders Telegram, the official Telegram, people were complaining. They were like, why is it an ERC20 token? I don't want to pay these gas fees. What are you guys doing? This isn't a Cardano project. Yada, 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 yada. How to buy, maybe I'll do a video on that. How to buy Pavia. It's available on like MuleSwap, so it's a DEX, so it should be pretty easy. It's a harsh reality of the space at present that to ensure a successful development timescale, our MVP had to be based on the ERC20 token. Yeah, so a lot of people said, well, why aren't you developing using Cardano? You shouldn't be using Ethereum at all. Okay. They could do that, but then they would have to secure a Haskell programmer, which are pretty darn hard to come by, I hear. It's a new, like I said, somebody commented, one of the trolls commented saying, oh, Haskell's isn't new. Yeah, Haskell's is super old, man. I think it came out in like the 70s. But the problem is, it's new in the space of crypto. Like, what swap? Pavia, it's going to be a ADA swap. So it's going to be paired with ADA. So you'll be able to buy it with ADA. Musi, yeah, I think it's called Musi swap. I just call it Musi swap. Yeah, you can just pair. It's in a pool with ADA, so you'll just connect your Giro wallet. I think you can use Giro wallet. You connect your Giro wallet, you make your swaps. Boom, good to go. I might do a video. On it. Yeah, you guys donate anything to me, I'll use that. I'll use that money to do videos like that. I'll do a video on, how to use this pool or how to use this DEX. How to stake liquidity, how to swap, things like that. So that's just one of the things that I'll be doing with the donation money that's sent to that Giro wallet in the description. So yeah, if who was that? Manav? Yeah, if you wanna see that, I can make that video for you. Just hit the donation wallet, man. I'll take care of it for you. Whilst there has been some criticisms from certain quarter. Oh, we already read that. Large scale projects launching natively on Cardano at present face security audit backlogs and a somewhat congested network. Just this weekend, the Cardano network was operating at 95% capacity. And that's before the launch of Sunday Swap, who have warned that transactions on their launch may take days to process. So we are really, wow, Liquid is now at 65 ADA. Yeah, man, these little projects are getting crazy. When we were in our early development stages, we envisioned such a situation. And so for these reasons, decided to initially develop it on Ethereum so that we can progress Paribus without having to be delayed by any potential network issues. Realistic and cautious optimism is a feature of our approach that runs through all aspects of Paribus, and we can assure everyone that we are itching to be a Cardano native token as soon as possible. It's just that because we're a little ahead of the curve, we've had to adapt our outlook to transition across to Cardano rather than launching on it immediately. We're still very much on track for releasing the MVP within Q1 as per our updated roadmap, and that's when things start to get even more exciting for us in the community as a whole. As Dennis explained in a recent AMA with the Gate.io community, and I missed that one, I'm mad. Our aim is to release the MVP within Q1 and then continually innovate and update further iterations for the Paribus that steadily focus more and more exclusively on NFT and digital asset space. The next iteration immediately to follow the MVP will be an integration of synthetics as collaterals. From there on, we are solely focusing on NFTs and how best to integrate them into our platform as per our light paper. So that's a good bit of information. Yeah, Hydra is going to be pretty cool. Like this scaling, I did a video on the Tim Harrison post from IOHK. Tried my best to go through and try to layman's it out and make sense. Definitely go and check that video out. It's a really good one. Tim actually liked the tweet when I posted it. So that's really cool to see somebody at IOHK like a tweet from some work that you've done. That's pretty cool. Really warmed me up there. All right, so next paragraph here. Whereas ordinarily an MVP would be considered a proof of concept to secure future development funding, in the cryptocurrency world, the MVP is more analogous. I butchered that word with the first product launch, such as the iPhone. However, whereas consumers had to wait a year or two between subsequent product releases in cellular technology, it's often a more compressed time frame with blockchain technology. This is perfectly illustrated by Dennis's. Towards the end of Q2, we will aim to reach our second goal, which is NFT loans. Paribus has already put a plan to comply with regulations, as we strongly believe, whether we like it or not, regulations are coming to DeFi. We are ready and have a solid plan to onboard institutions while meeting KYC standards. Our roadmap is pretty comprehensive and outlines our vision well. So that's the big thing. That's the big elephant in the room. Institutions. In order to get institutions, Manny, help me. I want to do a quick 2x, bro. Help me. Yeah, after the video's over, I'll look at making a video into doing that. Hit that donation wallet in the description, man. I'll use those tokens to do it, to show you real quick. This is perfectly illustrated. Reach our second. Yep, NFT loans. KYC standards. You want institutions to use these platforms. That is where the big money comes in. You want like a Chase. You want, a key bank. You want these hedge fund people hey, let's take a little bit of our money and a little bit of money to them, maybe tens of millions of dollars, and let's put it in these platforms and check them out and see and test drive them and see how they work. Could you imagine if Paribus, gets an institution like, I don't know, a PWC or, Liberty Mutual that wants to put $10 million into the platform and just test drive it and see how it works and lock that value up? That would be huge. That would be huge. And KYC is the only way you're going to get that to work, because the SEC, they are going to be all over them like white on rice, and they need a way to be onboarded. They need a way to feel safe. And if you comply with local regulations, that is a way, that is a key to getting those large institutions, those top five, those big Fortune 500 companies. For some people, regulation is a dirty word, but most critical thinkers in the space recognize that it's essential for mainstream and broader institutional adoption, just like I just said. They understand that effective regulation helps everyone by not only protecting consumers, but also legitimizing the technology. It's for these reasons we're already working on compliance issues ahead of time, and we hope to share more details around that in future articles. Now that we're beyond the New Year holiday season, our development team has been back at work, re-energized by the incredible opportunities that 2022 will bring. The space as a whole was a vibrant optimism, seeing that the way that Cardano is now picking up pace, tired of waiting for Bitcoin to decide where it's going, just as we can sense the fresh potential in the air, so can the community, and they're just as inspired and excited as we are. Over the coming weeks, we aim to explain in a little more depth about the MVP, how it will work, what to expect. We're still finalizing its initial development through our internal quality assurance processes before we can hand it over to independent security auditors to make the final checks before launch. Whilst we work at a blistering pace, we always have an eye on security and balance that need for speed and ensuring the MVP will be as secure as possible. Let me refresh this page here. Right? If so, send me your address. I have an NFT. Peter K. Yeah, the address is the Cardano wallet is in the description. It's we're using a Giro wallet. I downloaded the Giro wallet. That's going to be the official wallet for the channel. Yeah, anything you want to throw in there would be grateful. I want to start making videos that is like showing people how to do swaps and things like that. I want to do a video on staking a token. A lot of people had questions about that, so I'm looking at doing that as well. That was a diplomatic paragraph. Yeah. I mean, it's true though. You need regulation is coming, and that's the only way you're going to get that big money. That's the only way you're getting big money. Yeah, they want to make sure that the MVP is secure, so they're probably looking at audits and stuff for it, which is going to be a little bit different. Like they said earlier, the Cardano audits are backlogged. The network is congested. This is all good stuff, but it's really going to force Cardano's hand in really developing and moving forward with scaling. That's going to be the true test. Simon, our CTO, explains, as with any product that we released, having rigorous audits will be paramount to the success of our MVP. We know that these audits can take time, and since they are completed externally, we will not have any ability to control the speed. But the security of the protocol takes priority when our community's assets are on the line. We're looking forward to being able to share a few more sneak peeks from the behind the scenes as launch day approaches, and as you've come to expect from us, we'll keep you fully informed and up to date with progress as we go. All right, nice article. A lot of people, including myself, will probably see that as a massive wall of text, but I enjoyed reading it with you guys and going through all of these words and what they all mean. So that was cool. Checking out the chat here. Thank you for taking time to explain the news and developments. Very kind. My pleasure, Gene. My pleasure. Thank you for donating your time to the channel. And me, really grateful. Really grateful. This is fun. I like it. I enjoy doing this. I like the lives. I just hopefully they get they're digested just as well as the offline, the pre-recorded stuff. So, but if not, maybe I do it twice, or maybe I cut out. I don't know how we're gonna do it. Maybe I just record twice if I need to, if they can't digest these as well as the other ones. PBX should partner with Meld. I really think the next move for PBX is going to be ADAX. I think they really should go that route, because that seems really popular. They keep the ERC20 token, but they use ADAX to allow single-sided staking without the ETH fees. I think there are a lot of partnerships yet to be announced. Yeah, I believe so too. When do you think PBX hits $1? I mean, time will tell. $1. I mean, I see $1 like in a legitimate like healthy movement, maybe like a year or so. But honestly, it could happen next month. That's just the way this market is. But I set my mental sights, a year out. When I see, when Cardano is starting to really make moves, because we're hitting all of these monumental points, right? We recently hit almost 100% network threshold, which people see as this terrible thing, but honestly, it's a really good thing. What time zone am I in? I'm in Central American time, -5, I think. Oh, super. I'm grateful that it's clear. A new stream setup. So this is all new. Learning how to use it. I got, I bought all this hardware, learning how to do all this stuff. So I can bring a better product to you guys. Thank you, Sean. Yeah. So, yeah, really bullish on this. Arbitrum is going to be interesting. Hopefully they make, this is what I hope they do, right? I hope that we learn from the past and the misses that we had in the past. And I think one of the biggest misses was no documentation or no videos talking about staking from a layman's standpoint, for a noob standpoint. For someone like me, just, a year ago, I would have had no clue or concept of how any of this stuff worked. I would be holding the token. I would have been lucky to get it to MetaMask. I want content. I want a clear path for those people. I want the retail person, the guy that might be holding 10,000 PBX, 15,000 PBX. I want that guy to not have to worry about possibly losing any more money than they would lose in these markets, right? So it's one thing to lose money in the market. It's another to lose money because you do something wrong. Maybe you set up your MetaMask wrong, or the transaction fails and you don't understand that you get charged regardless of the transaction goes through or not. So a noob may go, oh, the transaction failed, and logically in your head, when it comes to technology, well, you just try it again. Well, you try it again and it happens again, and you try it again and it happens again, and all of a sudden you realize, hey, I just lost 300 ADA, or I lost 300 Ethereum. It's like $300 worth of Ethereum, rather. That sucks, because you could have spent that $300 on more PBX. So if you don't have a clear flow, then it's like, what? Once Cardano dApps are in full swing, PBX will pump hard. Shoot, maybe even before that. Yeah, major listings are key too. Yeah, my thing with the listings though, I don't want the listings to come prematurely, right? So what good is going on Binance and you pump I don't know, 30 cents. Say we go to like 40 cents, right? And then there's no MVP. There's no staking. There's no single-sided staking. There's no partnership with ADAX. There's nothing to do with the coin besides buy it and sell it. What do you think people are going to do? They're going to sell it. They're not going to understand. They're not going to have the same understanding of what the project is or have a love for the blockchain like we do. These people are here to make money. And if that is all you're providing them with, then that's what they're going to do. They're going to make money. They're going to sell when it goes up. And that's going to create selling pressure. And that 30-cent pump that you just got is going to go away in 48 hours. It's just going to go away. And you're not going to be able to lock any of that money into anything. So I believe it's going to be extremely important. And I hope the timing works out. But again, we don't have any control over that. Paribus doesn't even have any control over this stuff. If Binance wants to list, Binance is going to list. My hope is Binance lists at an appropriate moment when the MVP is up, when you can use those tokens to do things with it. Do you think PBX is a good buy, but still at 2.8? Not sure if it will go back down to 0.2 or below. This is me. So I was just actually talking to my dad about this today. It really depends on your emotions, right? This is an emotional game. Do I, in the macro, think that 2 cents, 3 cents, 4, 5 cents matters? In the macro, absolutely not. I truly believe down the road, we are going to be laughing at 10 cents. We're going to be like, man, I remember when I was able to get PBX at 10 cents. That's what I believe is the conversation we're going to have. But this is a mental game. It is all about patience. And when I tell you this, I'm not telling you this just because I read it somewhere in an article or, you know, some wiser person told me that it's about patience. I learned this myself the hard way. The hard way. Never say that something's not going to do something. I'm telling you right now, in that PBX traders group, we have conversations about this. And that's why I love that group, because there's so much experience. There's so much trading experience in there. Make sure you jump in that description and you hit that link for that Paribus Traders Telegram group. You get in there and you just fly on the wall, man. Just sit and watch and just listen to the conversations and watch the conversations and see what people are talking about. Varying groups of experience in there. But I tell you, oh, okay, 2 cents. That's it, man. That's it. This is it. I'm missing out. I am missing out. And then you start FOMOing and you start buying. You start buying the buy pressure. And then that retrace happens and you feel like an idiot. That's happened to me. That's happened to me a few times. I've been in situations where it was like, oh, you know, people have convinced me this is it. This is the moonshot. We're never going to see a penny again. Like what? A couple of weeks later, it was at 0.008 and I was buying the dip like crazy. I was like, what? I'll never do that again. And then I started to learn a little bit of technical analysis, enough to plot some buy and sell zones. I plotted a buy zone that was out. I don't think it hit that buy zone for like 30 days. Are you an NFT collector? I do have some early NFTs. I have some Cardano Combats. I got a few Coca Locos. I got some other random stuff. But I just really been focusing on just getting good positions in a lot of the tokens and coins that I really like. A lot of the gems, and searching for gems, just getting in on those, putting my money in those and kind of just letting it ride. Yeah, like don't ever think, you know, like plan for all the scenarios, right? So I would like what I said, I was talking to my dad today and I was like, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some fiat and I'm going to put a buy order in for a ridiculously low price, right? We all get FOMO at sometimes. Yeah, happened to me, man. Happened to me. And it's just all about timing and patience and just keeping your emotions in check. So don't get too excited. But someone dropped this piece in the PBX traders group the other night, and they were like, they said something to the effect of, If the price movement makes you feel like a genius, it's time to sell some. It's time to take profits. If you feel like a genius, it's time to take profits. And I thought that was pretty cool. I'm going to add that to my toolkit. If you start feeling like a genius, maybe it's time to take some profits. And after making a bunch of mistakes in the past, especially with some of the meme coins that I just felt were like going to go and go and go, and they didn't. And it's like, man, I should have took some profits, at least some, you know. I did that with Cardano. I didn't get in super early with Cardano, but you know, I got a pretty good I got it at a pretty good price. And I ended up, you know, when it pumped to like $3, everybody was just like, this is it. It's going down. We're going to $5 from here. And then we're going to land at 10. You're never going to see $2 again. And I knew enough to say, man, that's kind of silly to say. You're never going to see $2 again. And we all know how that story ended. We all know how that story ended. Not only did we see $2 again, but we almost saw $1 like last week. I think it was as low as like $1.12 at one point. So that's just more evidence and proof that this game is emotional, and it is about patience. It is about being calm when everyone is freaking out. And that goes both ways, when the price is dropping and when the price is pumping. If you feel like a genius, maybe take some profits. But what I'm going to do, are you buying any Sunday or other tokens on the DEX tomorrow? I would like to see, I would like to be able to try to get some Sunday. I bought a decent amount of ADA on the dip just to use as cash on Sunday. But it really depends. It just really depends. If the experience is like super bad, I'm probably just going to just stake, you know, in a stake pool, and maybe I try to get some that way. But yeah, I'll try. I've been really interested in the Pavia token. Not so much the land. Maybe I'll try to get in on that mint that they're talking about in February. And I went in at 90 cents. I missed that train and I went in at 90 cents. Okay. Yeah, it does. Sucks. But hey, it is what it is. But you know, maybe you miss it. Maybe it does come true. Maybe it never goes back down. But you never know. I mean, look at Giro Wallet. It was $1. And now, you know, I was able to pick some up for under 6 cents not too long ago. So that's the game. It's about patience. People were like buying and buying and buying, and I'm like, I don't like Giro Wallet at $1. I just didn't. The roadmap was too far out. Anything, like, I don't even think the wallet was out at that point. Like, it was just, there was nothing. And this isn't some like new platform that's doing something that no one else is doing. This is just a basic wallet for the Cardano network. And I don't even think the app was out at that point. And people were buying the token for $1. And I'm like, that's kind of silly. I'm going to wait and see. Thank God I did, because I've got people messaging me today. I'm doing videos on it. And people are like, some people are mad. They're like, I lost 70% on that project. And it's like, well, I mean, it sucks, but you bought it like at a high. And I did my research, and I didn't see it being worth $1 based on what they had at the time. And they missed a lot of marks on their roadmap that first year. So I just personally didn't believe it was worth $1. And of course, the market ultimately said the same thing. This isn't worth $1. Here we are today. We're around 10 cents, sometimes dipping down as low as 5 cents. And I think that those are realistic and more accurate prices. So I've been picking some up, and I don't in my mind think that for a second that it can't drop lower than that. It could go to 2 cents. I see that again. I see that as opportunity. I'm going to be buying at those levels. So I don't spend everything, you know. A lot of people are in the chat. They were in the Paribus trader group today talking about, do you think it would be a smart idea if I swapped all my ADA for PBX? Absolutely not. Why would you do that? Don't buy all at any particular point in time, because the price is going to change. Token go up, token go down. That's what they do. What I'm going to do is set up a nice purchase order regardless. Exactly. People were like, I remember when PBX was like 4 cents and people were like, we're never going to see 2 cents again. You know what I did? I put in an order for it was 0, It was 0.014. I put in an order for that much, and people were like, that's never going to get filled. Guess what? It got filled. It got filled about a month later. I put in orders for around a penny. People were like, it's never going to a penny again. I think it went below a penny. I put in orders. I put in a bunch of orders like around the penny mark. I was like, if it goes down here, I'm scooping. And like a month, maybe in a week after I did that, you get that notification in KuCoin and the purchase order went through. So don't let people scare you into thinking, oh, it's going up. It's up. It's never going down. 9 times out of 10, it will. As soon as I can buy, first few seconds, what I'm going to do is set up a nice purchase order, regardless if the transaction goes through in a few hours or 1 or 2 days. I'm going to just wait. Yeah. I mean, I put in my orders when I put in those really bullish, those bold orders. I'm okay with it being a month out. You know, I'm okay. It's just time, right? So far it's worked out for me. But being emotional and FOMOing into things, that rarely works for me. It just rarely ever does. But this is so fun. This has been so much fun. I really enjoy being able to do these videos and kind of talk with you guys. This is fun. I like it. You know, hopefully more people, you know, follow and subscribe, and we can get a real party going and have some real fun and just talk and talk. But I'm gonna let you guys get to bed. I do these and I end up speaking until like freaking 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. Don't want to do that. Don't want to keep you guys up too late. Thank you again, MVP, the foundation of our future. Paribus, the Cardano project that's currently building on EVM, avoiding all of the network issues and stuff going on in Cardano right now that are definitely going to probably get worse before they get better. But that's just a part of the growth process for a blockchain that is building on proofs. Just have to have that faith. I'll try to buy Sunday and then yield farm a portion of it. I've been really thinking about the yielding. I just have to sit down, do the math, and figure out which pairing I want to do. Yep, consistency, numbers will follow. Yeah, good. Thanks for stopping by, Sean. Really appreciate the time that you donated to us tonight. Hope to see you in future streams. Thank you. But yeah, everybody else, yeah, I hope you know, everything, all your dreams, all your goals come true. So far, really good for me. Peter K, your voice helps me sleep. Okay. I guess that's good. I took profits on the last pump. Now I'm even. The remaining PBX is pure profit. I love it. Moonbags, man. I agree. Your voice is soothing. maybe I can make some like sleep content or something. Help you guys go to sleep. I'm gonna play it for myself to help me go to sleep. But yeah. Just, you know, just being smart. You know, just have a price in mind that you want to get, and you know how much you want to get, and then the rest, you know, you lock that away, and the rest you just, you know, just trade, learn how to trade, you know, buy some at a certain point, let it pump, you know, sell a portion of it. If it goes up even higher, sell even more. If it starts to drop, set a limit order, you know, where you want to break even. And then when it comes back down, you've got more money to buy more. And you just keep doing that. You just ride the motions. And you start learning the patterns. And, you know, maybe you even get into like technical analysis or something. But yeah, that's the goal. ADA and Sunday, that looks good to me. Yeah, you can keep it simple like that and do ADA and Sunday. But you never know. I mean, I'm just looking for maybe there's a better deal. Maybe there's something that will, I don't know, you buy it and it starts dropping or something, and then you start getting that loss that you start bagging up the other token. You're like, yeah, it looks good. But you know, you never know. The market's going to do what the markets do. It's just the risk of LP, unfortunately. So hopefully it works out. Hopefully it doesn't wreck the network too bad. But honestly, the hype for Sunday and the interest, oh my God, it's scary. I mean, the price of ADA pumped just because they posted a release date. That is scary. And it didn't just pump. I mean, it went from 115 to like almost $1.60 off of nothing but a date post. They posted a post with a date in it in a calendar, and the price just went crazy for the entire blockchain. That's scary. I'm worried. I know ultimately that we're all gonna make it, but I just the FUD machine is ready to go. Do let us know what conclusion. Absolutely, yeah. I'm definitely gonna be thinking about that. Might be thinking about it in my dreams. I don't know, playing out different scenarios. So, Manny's ASMR. Is that still a thing? People still like that? I think I need like a special microphone, don't I? Where they like talk off to the side and they're like whispering, Cardano's gonna make it. And then like go to the other side and they're like, Cardano's gonna make it. Yeah, I don't have the microphone. I need that microphone with the ears on it. I think that is. It's like a left and a right channel. Maybe I'll get one of those or something. I don't know. To the AMSR hour, Cardano hour. Just talk about Cardano in the middle of the night. Hope everybody go to sleep. But need to set slippage high tomorrow, I think. Hope the website doesn't crash. Yeah. That's the stuff, man. That's the stuff that a lot of the newer folks just don't understand and how that all works. But it's just all happening so fast. I wish we had more hours in a day where I can just make a ton of content every day. Latest news, Google Pay to integrate crypto. Interesting. They're just probably going to offer some stuff, maybe some top like Bitcoin, Ethereum, maybe. Hopefully Cardano, that'd be cool. I imagine that's what they're going to do. I think payments are going to be big. I just don't think 2022 is going to be the year for payments. I think payments are going to come at the end of 2022 and roll into 2023. I think 2023 is going to be the year of payments, and that's when you're going to see Cody like explode and like Jed or anything close to like stablecoin factories, like Ardana, things like that. I think that is when they're going to explode. They're going to explode in 2023. But I think this year is going to be about DeFi and scaling the network. I think there's going to be a lot of ups and downs. I think there's going to be a lot of waves in this market. So yeah, a lot of people are getting real emotional right now with like all these Cardano projects, these sub projects like skyrocketing. I'm not too worried. I don't feel like I missed any buses. I think they're going to come back down and then they're going to go back up again. That's just the way the game goes. But again, thank you guys for donating your time. If anybody donated money or ADA, please, thank you. If you've done that, we'll definitely put that to use right away. I'll start making some content on, how to deal with ETH contracts and staking, how to use MilSwap and things like that. I'm really wanted to do a video on that. I'd like to pick up and show you guys how to buy stuff on there. So yeah, thank you guys again. Hit that like, hit that share, hit the subscribe, the notification bell if you want to get notified when I upload new videos, which is all the time, it seems. Definitely hit that.